Hey everyone. Um, so I'm done with college now. I'm home for good. No more videos from my dorm room. Um, school's over for me. That also means that now I'm working. So obviously I haven't done videos in the last couple of days, and I don't have as much time to do videos anymore. I am working most days now, so. Videos are probably going to come in the afternoon instead of the mornings. When I was at school, I did them. I usually got up and did them in the mornings, but now I'm going to be working in the mornings, so they're probably going to get recorded after I'm done at work and get home for the late afternoon, evening. So that will be a little different. Also, videos might not be as frequent. I have less time now. When I was at school, I had a lot of downtime to do stuff like this. I don't have that time now, so this channel is certainly not going away. It's certainly not done, but it's probably going to be a little less frequent with videos now. Um, maybe only 2 or 3 days a week. It really depends on what I'm doing that week and how much free time I end up having. But things are going to be a little different, but this channel is certainly not going away and certainly not done. So don't think that for a second. Now, onto this video. It's time for another hockey card pack opening. This pack is Upper Deck from 1990-91, NHL, and it's completely unopened, so I'm opening it for the first time here. This is another one that my friend Will gave me. So again, that's where I've been I've been opening these packs that he gave me for a little while now. Still have a bunch more, so there's definitely more of these to come. But let's see what we got here as I try and get this to open properly. Well, I'm just gonna tear it because it won't open correctly. So I have no clue what's in here. We're all about to find out. Very nice. A collector's choice Pat LaFontaine card here, New York Islanders. So he's obviously one of the greats of Islanders history, and certainly at this time period he was very, very, very good for New York. And this is a really cool card, and really, really nice. Here we go, Montreal Canadiens. I'm probably going to butcher this name. Sylvain Lefebvre, very French, typical Canadians. But I've definitely heard this name before, but I don't really remember why. Yeah, he's a defenseman. He only had 13 points in his rookie year. But he was never a superstar or anything, but I've definitely heard this name before. So he must have had a somewhat decent NHL career, but certainly sounds like a Montreal Canadian. Drake Barahowski, Toronto Maple Leafs. This looks like, yeah, it must be a rookie card because it's from the draft, yeah. Oh, he was selected 10th overall in 1990 entry draft by the Toronto Maple Leafs. He is a defenseman, and his only stats on here are from junior, so this is before he ever played in the NHL. And I've never heard of him, Drake Barahowski. No, I've never heard of him, so I take it he didn't make out too well for a 10th overall pick. Yeah, I don't know that name at all, and there's not that many guys that I've never heard their name. Here we go, New York Rangers, Jan Eriksson. I doubt it's Jan. Jan is such a ridiculously American way to say that. It's probably Jan. He is a winger. What? No, looks like a bottom six guy. Although he doesn't have many penalty minutes at all, he seems to be a very defensive forward. Um, Never had no double-digit goal seasons. Usually only 20 or so points. So definitely seems like a bottom six winger, and certainly not super famous or anything. Now, super famous, Jeremy Roenick. This is a Campbell Conference card, so it must be, I don't know, it must be like an all-star thing or something. Yup, 42nd All-Star Game, Chicago Stadium, and it's Campbell Conference card for Jeremy Roenick. He was a Blackhawk at the time, and still very young, so he was drafted in 88. This is from 90, so this is only a couple years into his career. This is early on in his career. He obviously went on to have a fantastic NHL career. Put up a ton of points as well as a lot of penalty minutes. Was a really tough, rugged player. And now he does analysis on NBC for the NHL. So he's certainly a big name that pretty much everyone knows, and really one of the greats of that era in the NHL. Here we go, Minnesota North Stars. Daniel Berthame, I don't know how you say that last name. But cool card. I love the North Stars jerseys. Absolutely love the old North Stars jerseys. He seems... Yeah, he wasn't a great goaltender, probably why I don't know him. He was not very small. Wow, 5'9", 150 pounds. Now goalies are all like 6'3" now. This guy was tiny, but you could be back then. He certainly doesn't seem like he was a star or anything. No pun intended, as he was a North Star. But he never put up really great numbers, it seems. So another run-of-the-mill player there. Not a lot of big names in this pack so far, which, I mean, it's completely random, so you get what you get. Jeff Norton, defenseman for the New York Islanders. Pretty good numbers here for him. By this point, he had 144 career games. He only had 6 goals, but he had 85 assists. So definitely an assist guy, a passer. Also 153 penalty minutes. Heavy minuses, though, most years. Yeah, his 2 full seasons were heavy minuses. But another guy who not super famous, not super well known, just a kind of run-of-the-mill NHLer at this time. Troy Crowder, definitely heard this name before. New Jersey Devils, Troy Crowder. This is early on in his career. Very early, actually. But I've definitely heard of his name, so he must have gone on to have been at least a decent player. But this is another non-superstar card. Now we get another collector's choice, and not Pat LaFontaine. This one is Mark Messier as an Edmonton Oiler, so obviously that's a really cool card, and really, really nice. Gord Murphy, Philadelphia Flyers defenseman. Seems like a decent player. 150 career games to this point. 18 goals, 58 assists for 76 points and 163 penalty minutes. So that's not terrible. Probably like a second pairing guy, maybe even a third pairing guy. But at least a solid NHLer. Another goalie here for the Winnipeg Jets, Rick Tabaracci. I don't know him. Interesting photo on the card. He's drilling somebody on the St. Louis Blues, it looks like, so that's interesting. But wow, he played in the OHL. So again, he's very, very young at this point. I don't even think there's no stats from the NHL on here except for one game in 88-89. He played for the Penguins and he gave up 4 goals and got pulled because his goals against average was 7.27. So that's it for NHL experience up to this point. He must have been drafted by the Jets and ended up playing for the Jets, but I've never heard of him, so I guess he didn't have too great of a career. And last one, left wing, Los Angeles Kings, John Tonelli. Pretty decent player. Not a superstar by any means, but definitely a solid NHL player. His stats on the, pretty much always a 20-goal scorer. Both first 2 years with the Kings, 88-89 and 89-90, he scored 30. He scored 31 both years. 60-point guy pretty regularly. So solid NHL player. Nothing, no superstar or anything, but still a decent player. So that's it for this pack. A lot of no names in this pack. But hey, I've been making out really good so far. So you can't expect every pack to be full of Ray Bourques and Denny Savard types. So that's it for that pack, and thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. Check out offthewallhockey.com. All those links in the description down below. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Even though I'm not going to be doing videos maybe as often as I did while I was at school, I still want this channel to keep growing, and I want more and more people to subscribe and find this channel. So keep spreading the word. Thank you all so much for watching, and talk to you guys soon.